So let me tell you all about the rear brake job. Yeah. So the job started here, and then I dragged it on its axle over here. And let's see what we're doing. Get this side pulled off. There's my guide. Right there. With some bandages. And we're going to be doing brakes. Okay, this is the culprit. See all that steel? Bad, worn out, torn up from the flooring up. And right here, the other one, not looking much better. They probably weren't adjusted right because you could see it's worn at a funny angle. They probably needed to be taken apart many thousands of miles ago and readjusted because I think they were skewed. Anyhow, that's why there was the grinding noise. So what are we doing today, buddy?
Putting brakes into a car.
Yeah, what kind of brakes? Magical brakes?
Rear brakes.
Yeah, we got the book up there.
Wait.
Yeah, come on down and show me what we're doing. Why am I taking the bearing off, the whole wheel bearing? Why am I doing that? Why would I be doing that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I found out the hard way that on a Camry, it's really better to pull it all apart so you can have access to the back. That's what I'm doing right now. And I had a little bit of luck. Like, this is my 1/4-inch Craftsman right here. You see that?
Yeah.
Look at all these Craftsman tools here. Look at that.
Yeah. Just yesterday we separated them from.
Yeah, but where'd we get them?
I don't know. A big jar.
At the dump, they were throwing them out, and
that's stupid.
Half of them were all Craftsman. So, thanks to whoever threw those out for us. And I'm having difficulty. I got this in here, and I'm trying to get the adjuster in, and it's giving me a hard time. So I'm just gonna pull this whole deal off right here. The whole wheel bearing, which actually wouldn't be hard to change. You could probably buy it in a box and just bolt it right up. Easy peasy.
Sneezy.
Is it sneezy? Yeah.
If it has a cold.
Yeah. So this just pulls right off when the bolts are off. And this is your wheel bearing. See that, Andy? Yeah. That's your wheel bearing. See those big things?
Uh-huh.
Your wheel. Let's go around here. We're going to repack that. Yeah, we're going to keep all the dirt out of it. I'll take a Q-tip. Maybe go in the house, get me a couple of Q-tips. I got to clean those out. But now I have time, space to work on the brakes here. So much fun. Let's try to assemble it. So I got it all put back together mostly. Got the springs on. I reused the old springs because they seemed easier to put on. That might bite me in the butt on the back end, but I don't think this car is going to last that long. It's got some holes there. Gonna patch that up. Rocker holes there. Gotta patch that up. And I tightened down the bushing with this bolt, but I probably should have added another some sort of a rubber grommet or something, but I think I got it from flopping around too much. Anyhow, this is difficult to figure out, and I'm still trying to figure out. This is for your adjuster to adjust out the brakes as they wear out. This little spring goes somewhere. It fell out when I took it apart, and I don't know where it goes. Assuming there's a little hole here. I'm assuming it goes there, but to what it goes to, I don't know. So I'm going to take the other side apart and learn about it. Highly recommend taking off the whole wheel bearing. And it gives you an opportunity to repack your wheel bearing because it's impossible to work with it on. It's only 4 bolts. It's worth it to take those 4 bolts off, and then you have a lot of room to work on things. And it was smart to leave the e-brake on, and I just took this apart, which needed some grinding and some wire brushing to make that work again. But it's all cleaned up. Hopefully this will work. I'll be putting it together, but I'll be taking it apart the other side to see where that little spring goes. And this is what's left of the spring kit to the other side. Nice. Some of the stuff they give new, but the seats, see that? They don't give you other seats to save your seats. Take a seat. I heard a small ticking in this. I don't know if I can recreate it. I don't hear it now. Maybe I got it out, but I heard maybe like there was some material in my bearings, so I'm taking this Q-tip and I'm just cleaning it out. Trying to get anything small out of it, because that'll chew up a bearing. And Toyota bearings are notoriously good to last. They'll last 300,000 miles. Something American manufacturers didn't ever really deal with. They had bearings that would go, you know, at 100,000 miles or even less, especially in Chrysler cars, Fords. They go really fast. Bearings here are tremendously good. They're large, and but you don't want to have any material in there, any rocks or dirt or anything. It'll wear them right out, and then you'll be stuck on the side of the road when your tire locks up on you. Probably melts your brakes down too. Okay, we're filming. Hold it right on it. Look at it. Make sure you look at it. I'm trying to put and do the spring here. The hard part, swinging the spring.
I just ran around, so
the spring onto the secondary doofus there on the
goof.
The
Goofus doofus.
You're not supposed to do it this way, I don't think. They say it's easy.
That looks painful.
I've never done it before. So.
To the car.
Yeah. We've taken it all apart. I'm trying to get it into that loop.
The car is a Pokemon.
No, it's a car. It's a Camry. Anyhow, that's what I'm trying to do. I could spend all day doing one simple thing. But let's see if we can just force it.
I'm not the best filmer or director.
Well, yeah, but film this.
I'm filming it.
I really need a second hand. I'm bending it.
You're bending it, but your goal is to break it, right?
No. I'm trying to get it into this slot.
Oh. Thought you were trying
Desperately.
to snap it like...
No, I've already snapped things. It's supposed to come right into here. You see that? Yeah. Right into there.
Right through that.
And,
that little hole.
Yeah. A little camera shy, I guess. I probably could do this in the next 5 hours. Jeez. It's going in hard. So it's probably doing it something wrong. Jeez. I just don't think it.
Camrys must be weak against engineer types.
I just don't really have it. I don't know why. You want to keep your fingers out of the way. And maybe punch it in with that. Nope.
My arm's getting tired.
Yeah. So this is a 2-hour job, and I'm making sure it lasts about a whole day. I'll get it. I'll get it.
Patience.
Yeah, I've taken it all apart as far as I can. You don't want to take this apart because it's a big drag, so I just unhooked this. And then I had to drill it out because it was too small. That fits up over there like this, and I'm trying to get the adjuster on, and it's just really hard. It's supposed to be easy, but when you don't know what you're doing, you haven't done it before, you have that learning curve.
Learning curve.
What? Tell me about the learning curve. What's that?
It's when you learn,
Yeah, that's when you find a bunch of stuff and you put it together. I will get this together in the next probably day or two.
Hey, that's what
Guarantee
I did
you.
with my arts and crafts project one time.
Hi, Mr. Tire. How are you? This is the other side that I haven't done yet. And you can see it's just down to the metal. There's some grinding. These are all worn out. You can see that you could flake them right off. There's no brake pad left. Let's see if I can get that up. Oh yeah. So you're hearing it grind. And then when it grinds, boys, it digs up and wrecks the inner side of your the drum. So maybe I have to get these turned, or maybe I should replace them, or maybe I'll just clean them up and put them on and I'll be good to go. You won't get full mileage out of your brakes, but I think this car doesn't have another, well, it might go another 100,000. But if you were to replace that, you'd get more mileage out of your brake pads. But optimal brake wear probably isn't what's going to happen on this car. It's going to be something else, like just rusting, and I won't be able to get it passing inspection or something like that. Used fibered aluminum roofing material to cover up that rust spot. It's what you do when you want to drive a car with no payments, and you want to get from here to there, but you don't want to impress the neighbors. Well, there it is. So we're going to be digging into this one. It's the last one, and find out where that little spring goes. So I got this side all done, and the springs were the hardest, so I didn't use a lot of those new springs. I inspected the old springs and they seemed alright. Got the bearing here, have to repack that. Looks a little dry. And this is the brake drum. Got a little scoring in there. I think I'm going to chance it. I cleaned it with some brake cleaner, and I might wire brushing up the exterior. I might just paint it with Rust-Oleum black, because you want it to look sexy through the nice alloy wheels, right? And impress your friends. Anyhow, got to do that. So it's just reassembly at this point. And I gotta say, you gotta bring your A game to doing this rear brake here, because it's a little tricky with the springs. Notice I'm not using an engine jack. The other side's jacked up, so I'm taking some chances. Don't do this at home, boys. Anyhow, we'll put it together and we're going to do a road test.